Hi Founder fans, Jason here with my third and final video regarding my first line of shirts / coffee mugs / stickers that have inspirational revolutionary quotes on them. And right now we're talking about "My hand trembles, but my heart does not." Stephen Hopkins. And this is one of the most emotional quotes from the American Revolution, at least from my perspective. And I'm going to tell you the story, and I think you'll agree that anyone who has to accomplish something big or serves overseas or anything like that, it's an important quote to know what it means to be an American and to have courage and daring do. And the reason is Stephen Hopkins and, to a lesser extent, Samuel Ward. So Stephen Hopkins and Samuel Ward led two separate political parties in pre-revolutionary in colonial Rhode Island. And for decades, one would be governor, and then the other would be governor. And then the other one would be governor, then this one would be Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, and then this one would be Chief Justice, and this one would be governor. And they kept going back and forth, and they were pretty heated rivals. They led, at the time, people of Rhode Island, like every other colony, didn't really care what was going on outside their colony, but they were really, really politically aware of what was happening in their colony. Until Britain started passing some hostile taxes and making some new laws that all of the colonies didn't really seem to like. And this included Rhode Island. To the point where, when Rhode Island sent delegates to the First Continental Congress, they sent Stephen Hopkins and Samuel Ward. These longtime rivals were sent together on the same mission because they realized that they were both trying to do what was in the best interest of Rhode Island. And off they went to Philadelphia. And then they came back to Rhode Island. And then they went to the Second Continental Congress. And during the Second Continental Congress, Samuel Ward dies. Now, Stephen Hopkins remained, and he finished the job that both he and his longtime rival turned compatriot wanted. And that was independence. They were done, and they wanted independence. Now, Stephen Hopkins, famously, he had palsy, which is kind of like Parkinson's. He would shake when he tried to write. He would shake all the time. He was an older man, and he had developed this syndrome. And when he signed the Declaration of Independence, he signed it for himself and, in a fashion, his rival, Samuel Ward. And his signature is famously the most sloppy one on the Declaration, and it's because he couldn't write very well anymore. But he sat down at the table and he looked across it at William Ellery, and he said, "My hand trembles, but my heart does not." And it is one of those unbelievable statements of, despite outward appearances, what I'm doing is right. And it's hard for me to even describe how courageous it was for him to say that. This elderly man who could barely write his name anymore, putting his life on the line for what he believed in. And so, I made this t-shirt. Red isn't necessarily my color. Maybe it's yours. But I will be wearing it. I also made the coffee cup and the sticker. And, you got Stephen Hopkins on there. And I like this a lot because of all the founders, obviously writing for Founder of the Day and making these videos, I like obscure founders. And while some of my other quotes might come from Washington and Jefferson, it's nice for me to give someone like Hopkins their due. Because, quite frankly, Stephen Hopkins deserves our attention. So, I'm going to leave you there. If you're interested in purchasing the shirt or the mug or sticker or all three, visit founderoftheday.com through the link below, where you can also read my daily articles on the American Revolution. Thank you so much for watching.